Good morning to everyone. This is Devasis Mohanty. Today I am welcoming you all to our Roman numerals discussion. So before we will do the discussion of the property, first I just want to give you the introductions about our Roman numeral system. Actually, it is the oldest numeral system. It was started by our Roman. Just like Hindu Arabic, recently nowadays whatever the number we are using, all these numbers are called as our Hindu Arabic numbers, and recently the Hindu Arabic numbers are used by most of the countries, but till date also Roman numerals also it is used in most of the watch, our wristwatch, it may be wall clock. Otherwise you can find out the Roman numerals in our book. Also you can find out the Roman numerals used in our classroom also. Okay, so another thing you just have to remember, just like to write any of the number, normally we are using the 10 number of digits, just like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just like 10 number of digits are used to write any of the number, in the same way 7 symbols are used to write down the Roman numeral numbers. Understood? Just like 10 number of digits are used to write any of the Hindu Arabic numbers, in the same way 7 number of symbols are used to write any of the Roman numerals, and the symbols are I means 1, then after V means our 5, then after X means it is our 10, then after L means it is our 50, then after C, which means it is our century, means 100, then after D, which means 500, then after M, which means 1000. So how to remember? First one, it is IVX, it is already known to you. Then after you just have to remember LCD, what you are seeing, just like that the modified form of the TV, it is our LCD, remember. So IVX, it is known to everyone. Then after you just have to remember LCD, then after my name is Devasis Mohanty, means DM, D, then after M means for 1000. Understood or not understood? So here we will do our property. We will do the property how we can form the Roman numeral. But before we have to do the discussion of the property, one of the little thing I have forgotten. Another thing you just have to remember, 0 cannot be formulated by using our Roman numeral. As the 0 cannot be formulated by using our Roman numeral, so it means the concept of a place value. The concept of a place value does not exist in our Roman numeral system. Is it okay? So now we will just start our discussion about the property of the Roman numerals. Okay, so first property you just have to remember, on repeating the symbols, so it means the value of that symbol, it should be repeatedly added. So it means, suppose I, it will be repeatedly used for 3 times. I. So it means I value, I means for 1. So it means the value of the 1, it is to be repeatedly added for 3 times. So it means how many number of times the Roman symbol you are using. So it means that value, it is to be added repeatedly that number of times. Understood or not understood? Another example I am saying, suppose you are using C for twice. So the value of the C, it is your 100. So it means 100, it is to be added for 2 times. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? But here it is certain rule and regulations are here. You just have to remember our Roman symbols are, one, it is our I, V, X, L, C, D, M. So you just have to remember our VLD. VLD cannot be repeated. So it means the rest of the other symbols we can repeat. So it means I can repeat I can repeat X, I can repeat C, I can repeat M. How to remember which symbols we cannot repeat? One gap V comes, one gap L comes, one gap D comes. So for which you have to remember VLD cannot be repeated and IXCM can be repeated. Another thing also you just have to remember, it does not mean that number of times it can be repeated. It does not mean that I can use I for 10 times, I will say it is as the 10. Otherwise V can be repeated, otherwise X can be repeated for 10 times, I can say it as the 1000. Okay, so here it is certain restrictions are here, and the restriction says the number of symbols cannot be repeated more than 3 times. So it means maximally the number of symbols can be repeated, it is of 3 number of times. Is it okay? Is it okay? So now I will do the discussion of the next property. Next property says whenever the smaller numeral I am writing to the right of the larger numeral, otherwise the greater numeral, it means the smaller value it is to be added with the greatest numeral value. Understood or not understood? It means whenever the smallest numeral I am writing to the right of the greatest numeral, smallest is to be the right of the greatest Roman numeral, it means the smallest numeral value it is to be added with the greatest numeral value. So one of the example I am showing, suppose I am writing it as the VI. Suppose I am writing it as the VI. V means 5 and I means 1. So it means I means a smaller one, it is written to the right of the greater numeral. So for which I means 1 and V means 5. So for which with 5 the I means 1 value it is to be added, which gives us the result, it is 6. Ready? Another example I am showing, suppose one it is our XV. X it is 10 and V it is our 5. And V means a smaller one, it is written to the right of the greater numeral, it has the 10. So for which smaller numeral right side means smaller value it is to be added. So for which with the 10, 5 it is to be added, and which gives us 15. Is it okay? Another example also I am showing, one it is LXV. LXV, L means for our 50, X means for our 10 and V means for our 5. So already XV means it is already our 15 we got. So for which LXV means 50 plus X means 10 and then after plus 5, which gives us 65. Understood? So next property number 3 says whenever the smallest numeral it is written to the left side of the greatest numeral. Whenever the smallest numeral it is written to the left side of the greatest numeral, it means the smallest numeral value it is to be subtracted from the greater numeral value. Previously right side used, it means added, and whenever left side it is written, so for which you just have to subtract the smallest numeral value from the greatest numeral value. And here it is few of the restrictions are here, that VLD cannot be written in the left side of the Roman numeral. Left side of the any of the Roman numeral, its left side I cannot write it as the VLD. Otherwise VLD cannot be subtracted from any of the Roman numeral. Is it okay? Everyone perfectly understood? Then after I am showing that another restriction set is here, IVXLCDM. So it means I can be subtracted. Listen, first I am saying that from the 3. IVX, from the 3 I am saying I can be subtracted from the next 2. It means I can be subtracted from the V and X. From the first 3 collection, remember, from the first 3 collection from the left side, if I will consider, it means I can be subtracted only from V and X. First 3 collection overs. So which one it is the end one? Which one it is the end letter of the first 3? It is our X. So just like from the first 3 collection, it means IVX, I can be subtracted from V and X only. So in the same way, from the first 3 collection, the last symbol it is our X. In the same way, it will be started from X, then after L, then after C. Once again we will make one of the group X, V, C. And remember, X also, just like the previous one, I can be subtracted only V and X. In the same way, you just have to remember X can be only subtracted from the L and C. Ready? So from the second three collection, which one it is the last symbol? The last symbol it is our C. Last symbol it is our 3. So C, it is our C. So it means once again from the C, right side D and M, once again we will form one of the group. In the same way, C can be subtracted only from the D and M. So this one is the trick that you have to remember. I can be subtracted from BX, VX, V can be subtracted from LC, and C can be subtracted from D and M. Is it okay to everyone? Everyone perfectly understood and not understood? So now we will do the discussion of a few of the numbers. So here it is one of the Roman numeral, it is our IV. IV. So I, it is written in the left side of the V, for which I means 1, it is written to the left side of the 5. So for which from the 5, 1 it is to be subtracted, which gives us 4. Another example I am showing IX. IX. So I means 1, X means 10. So here it is I, it is the smallest numeral, it is written to the left side of the X means 10. So for which I means 1, it is to be subtracted from our 10. So 10 minus 1, which is equal to our 9. Easy or difficult? So in the same way, another example, X and L. Here it is X means 10 and L means it is our 50. So whenever the smallest one, it is written to the left side, X is written to the left of the greater one, it means smallest value, it is to be subtracted from the greatest value. So for which 50 minus 10, which is equal to 40. Another example I am showing, whenever X, C it is. X it is 10 and C means century, it is our 100. So it means left side it is our 10, of the right side 100. So whenever the smallest it is written to the right side means smallest it is to the left of the greatest one, it means X means it is our 10, it is to be subtracted from 100, which gives us 90. Okay, and another one it is our CD. Another one it is our CD. You know very well that C it is the smallest one, which gives us 100, and D means 500. Whenever smallest C it is written to the left side of the greatest D, it means the century, it is to be subtracted from the D means 500. 500 minus 100, which gives us 400. Okay, and another one it is our CD. Sorry, another one it is our CM. CM. C means it is our century 100, and M means it is our 1000. It means C it is written to the left side of the M. M means 1000. So for which from the 1000, 100 it is to be subtracted, which gives us 900. Is it okay? Perfectly understood? Now next one it is our fourth property. And the fourth property says, whenever the smallest numeral it is there between the greatest numeral. Whenever the smallest numeral is between the two greatest numeral, so in that case the smallest numeral it will be subtracted from the right side numeral. Is it okay? Perfectly understood? Smallest one it is to be, whenever between the two, one it is here, so everyone will get confused that this one it will be, suppose this one it is 2, this one it is the middle, this one it is the middle. So it means suppose this one it is the middle, this one it is the 2. Okay, so it means everyone is getting confused whether this one it will be considered with this, otherwise this one it will be considered with this. So for which, to clear the doubt, the property says that this one it will always be considered with the right side one. Understood? One example I am showing, and that example says XIV. X means 10, I means 1, and V means our 5. So it means between the 10 and 5, 1 is there. So one may consider XI. XI means it is our 10 plus 1, it is equal to 11. 11, one can consider I with the X. Whenever I can be considered with X, so its total value it becomes our 11, and with the 11 V it is on the right side, so it means 11 plus 5 equal to 16. One may think just like this, and another one may think just like this. So XIV means it is our 4. So X means it is our 10 plus 4, it is equal to 14. So one is getting the value it as the 16, and another one is getting the value it as the 14. So which one it is the correct one? Actually the correct value it is our 14. Why the correct value it is our 14? I said in the property, whenever the smallest one is in the middle of the two, so here it is I in the middle of the X and V. So for which I will be considered with the V. It means I will be subtracted, otherwise the middle smallest numeral it is to be subtracted from the right side one. Okay, so for which I it is to be subtracted from the V, which gives us IV. It means V means 5 minus 1 equal to 4. So it means X, here it is 4. X means 10, here it is right side 4, which gives us our 14. Perfectly understood. And the last property it says that whenever we are using the bar, over any of the Roman numeral, it means 1000 it is to be multiplied with that Roman numeral. Understood? Suppose I am writing V over bar over the V, so it means V value it is our 5, and whenever bar it is given 5 into 1000. Bar means multiples of the 1000. But remember one thing, actually our use of the bar it is to be implemented from the 4000, because up to 3000 we can use M. So whenever it is the 4000 it comes, from the 4000 onwards we can use the bar. I hope all these property you understood well. Okay, so here it is the V bar, it means 5000. Suppose it is X bar means X means 10 into bar means 1000, so 10 into 1000 which gives us 10,000. Understood or not understood? So all these property you just have to remember on today. Then after in the next class we will do the discussion whenever any of the number it is given Hindu Arabic it is given, how to convert it into Roman numeral, and whenever the Roman numeral it is given, how to convert it into Hindu Arabic with the proper formula. Understood or not understood? Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.